So the dev server has opened up today, and this is one of the new planes that America is going to be receiving in the next update. It's the A7-D attack aircraft. I believe it was produced during the Vietnam War, and this thing's going to be amazing. It's not something America needed as CAS, but here we are with it. Well, so let's go over what it's got. It's got a 20mm M61 cannon with 1,000 rounds. It can carry AIM-9J sidewinders with 3 pylons on each wing, and then the 2 pylons on the main aircraft itself. And it can carry 120 flares. It's got 1 crew, which doesn't really matter in air combat. It can go max speed of 1,112, but a negative 174 with a full loadout like this on it. That's at sea level. Max altitude is 12,000 meters. Turn time is 36.7, but 17.5 seconds added on with the loadouts. Rate of climb is 46 meters a second, negative 41 with the loadouts, which is actually a huge decrease in rate of climb, but this is a very heavy loadout. And then takeoff run is 1,000 meters. So yeah, let's go over the loadouts this thing's got. Here's the modifications if you want to take a look at them quickly. And then the different ammo belts. Then this thing carry 2 30mm pods on it as well, and of course the flares. So it's got a plethora of bombs, missiles, rockets. It can carry, you know, the 30 mils with air-to-air missiles. With that, I think that'd be kind of nice in air battles. It can carry 20 mils pair pods as well, and the missiles. 2,000 pound bombs with AIM-9Js or AIM-9Es. Two times 1,000 pound bombs on each pylon with AIM-9Es or Js. Bombs, and then the 30 mils. Yeah, this thing's gonna be fucking amazing. It's gonna be such a good multi-purpose aircraft, which America I don't think needed. America needs better ground vehicles, just not air. Their CAS and air is fine as it is. But without further ado, I'm going to hop into a test drive and show you the flight performance of the thing with a full load on. Here we are in a test drive. The thing is huge, humongous, chunky. When you throttle it up to 100, you throttle up to 100, it takes a while to get going because of course no afterburner. It's going to have a longer takeoff time, which was 1,000 meters for it to take off, which is very bad. This is so heavy. It's got, it takes a while to get up to speed. But with the pros of having such a big loadout, you can hit anything. 2,000 pound bombs, whoop, you blow up anything. And then afterwards you can go shoot down a couple planes with the AIM-9Js. And when taking off, what I've noticed is you definitely need to use flaps. Some planes you don't really need to use flaps, but in this thing it's a must. As we're gear up, flaps up, and put flap down just a bit more, actually. This thing also has a ballistic computer. There we go, ballistic computer on. So I'm gonna fly out and then fly toward the tanks over there and do a bombing run on them. So yeah, without flaps this thing does not climb very well. With flaps it climbs not too well actually as well. So we're gonna start turning towards the enemy. The 2,000 pound bombs on all pylons might not be the best option for sim, because this thing is very heavy and hard to control as it is in realistic, because it's so heavy, and if you stall you're most likely going to crash. Maybe taking a lighter load would be better for sim, but then again it also has ballistic computer, so who knows. Right, we're going to bomb the medium tank, T-55 ice, I think it is. Yep. We're going to pull up. There we go. And we damaged the milk truck as well. So yeah, these bombs and the ballistic computer are going to be deadly combo. Let's go drop the rest of these bombs on the SBA and let's go climb or that MiG-15, the AIM-9Js. So I can just show you the flight performance of the thing. It spins pretty well for being so chunky. Alright, let's go for this SBAA. So that was pretty accurate, right on, and he's dead. Drop the rest of these bombs and head out. And once you drop the bombs in this thing becomes as light as a feather. Not as light as a feather, but fairly light. So yeah, I'm turning a lot more easily, moving a little more. So yeah, that minigun's gonna be very nice to have. Not sure if they broke the sound of this thing, which is possible because it's, you know, it's Gaijin. AIM-9J's very good. So yeah, this thing is going to be very nice. The only downside is it's at 9.7 currently in the dev server, and it doesn't have an afterburner, so you want to keep your speed up because this thing does not gain speed quickly at all. So yeah, I'm going to head back to the hangar, grab a different loadout, and see how this thing goes against the aircraft. So this is the loadout I want to take out. It is the 30mm cannons, 2 of them, miniguns on the side with the air-to-air missiles. This thing is going to be deadly in a head-on. This is the closest thing, in my opinion, we have to an A10, because, you know, the A10 I believe is a 30mm, and this is a GAU 12 minigun, so yeah. So once you lose the bombs, it's so much easier to take off. Yeah, this thing's going to be amazing. The only downside to it, as CAS, most American CAS, the good ones at least, have the bullpups. This one has no bullpups, which is understandable though, because this thing makes up for the bomb load it has in such a small plane. So yeah, see that? It's gonna go into someone's plane, such as this MiG-15 right here. Yes, if we catch up to it, probably won't because it's such a chunky plane. But now we have another thing up our sleeve. A missile. I don't think that missile is going to hit, but we can see. Might. Yes, there we go. And this thing turns really well, as you can see, with no bombs. This thing's gonna be very deadly against light armored vehicles as well, like SBAA, because of, you know, that minigun on its own. But with the 30mm, it's gonna rip anything to shreds. And yeah, put the ballistic computer on. There we go. Oh, this thing's gonna be so fun to play. So if you're thinking about grinding this thing when it comes out, definitely do it. It's gonna be very, very, very deadly. Yeah, this thing is definitely a thing you must get. It's gonna be very nice to have. Like, even boats aren't safe. Even though you probably won't be using this in boats, but you know. So yeah, that is the A7-D. So that's the A7-D. It's definitely a CAS plane for America. You should definitely start grinding, or grind when it comes out. With the 30mm, it can carry the amazing bomb load and rockets it can carry. It's definitely something great. The only cons I have about it is no afterburner and sluggish speed because of no afterburner. But everything else is fine. It's got good maneuverability when you don't have bombs, which is understandable. As a fighter aircraft, if you're going to use it like that in air battles, it's going to shit on everything at 9.7. Other than the fact that, you know, Harriers exist, but we didn't talk about that. It might even do against Harriers if you carry just the air-to-air missiles and this loadout right here with the 30mm. Head on any Harrier, you're gonna die. They're gonna die. So yeah, I'll see you guys next one. I'm gonna make some more videos on the dev server. I'll catch you around. See ya.